So the Bengals played Joe Burrow. They played Jamar Chase. You wrote an
Oh
article
yeah,
about Brown starters and your thoughts on that.
yeah. Look, I hate playing starters in preseason, and it comes down to the fact that there are 18 weeks to the season, 17 games. It's incredibly long, and I think the subjecting your starters to the potential for injury is a nightmare. And we saw this with Denzel Ward getting a concussion, and he was back and ready to go for the season and everything. But that's just unnecessary. That's just one example of it. The other part about this is, look, if you practice correctly, and it seems like the Browns are taking a better tact in terms of how they're practicing, you're going to get your players ready. They are using joint practices, which I think is also very good. One, joint practices, there is far less in terms of video and everything. So teams are going to throw their best at each other. You're going to get a better feel for where you really sort of operate. You're not going to get a real feel from playing a series or two with your starters after going through the whole warm up process. It's just a whole lot of unnecessary risk. And the team I look toward on this is the Los Angeles Rams. Sean McVay has gotten really good at preparing his guys, even when they turned over their roster and had all kinds of undrafted free agents and everybody in camp. They still didn't play their starters, and yet no one ever questions whether the Rams are ready to go. Meanwhile, last year, the Browns weren't going to be ready if they had 7 preseason games. They just were not physically ready, and that had everything to do with how they practiced. And I think that's what this comes down to. I'm not, if teams want to put their guys out there, that's fine. Hollywood Brown for the Chiefs last year catches one ball in the preseason, injures his shoulder, misses 15 games. If that's how they want to operate, that's fine. I just think for the Browns, it's a waste of time. Just specifically for the quarterbacks, let's say they were all healthy. Joe Flacco has no business seeing the field. He's played, since the last century. And Kenny Pickett famously had a 158.3 quarterback rating for the Pittsburgh Steelers in preseason and then was bad enough to be traded. So there's a limited value in terms of what you can get out of it. And we overanalyze everything. So it's just one of those things. Focus on youth, focus on the development. And particularly for the Browns this year, they've got plenty of guys to enjoy from that standpoint, whether it's the rookie quarterbacks or some of these younger players that everybody wants to see anyway. Just lean into it.